Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let us start. Today, we shall discuss about human development in India, Chapter 3 of our NCERT textbook, India, People and Economy. Now, I shall share my screen. So, here we have Chapter 3, Human Development. This is with special reference to India. In the previous classes, we have discussed about human development in the world. We have learned how to measure human development, how to calculate human development index, concepts, meaning, all the aspects we have learned. Now let us read. So in the beginning, you will find a case study. So this is the story of Rekha. Let us read, okay. 60 years ago, Rekha was born in a family of small farmer in Uttarakhand. She helped her mother in household chores. While her brothers went to school, she did not receive any education. That means Rekha was deprived of education. She was dependent on her in-laws after she was widowed immediately after marriage. She could not be economically independent and faced neglect. Her brother helped her to migrate to Delhi. So this is the story of Rekha. 60 years ago, she was born to a small farmer in Uttarakhand, and she helped only in household activities. She did not go to schools for education. Okay, and so after getting married, okay, and her husband also died due to some problems, and because of that she had to depend on her uh, in-laws, and because of that she faced neglect, and her brother helped her to migrate to Delhi, and for the first time she traveled by bus and the train and was exposed to a large city like Delhi. After a while, the same city which attracted her with its building, road, avenues, and facilities and amenities delusioned her. So when she reached the city of Delhi, she was exposed to so many facilities. Okay, like big buildings, road, avenues, then amenities. But later on, she was disillusioned. So what do you mean by disillusion? Disillusion means, disappointment on finding out that something is not as good as hope, or that previous beliefs were false. She thought that cities are very good, so many facilities are there, but later on she found that her beliefs were false. Okay. So, with greater familiarity of the city, she could comprehend the paradoxes. So, after familiarizing the city, after having known about the condition of cities, Rekha could comprehend the paradoxes. So, what do you mean by paradoxes? I think somebody, uh, Zangolen, please turn off your mic. Zangolen. Paradoxes. means a statement that contradicts itself. That means a statement starting with something apparently true that leads to unacceptable conclusion. In the beginning, okay, you may find that it is true, but later on, you may find it is unacceptable conclusion. Okay, that is called paradoxes. So, what are the paradoxes you'll find in the City? She has seen so many facilities in the big city, but on the other hand, see the Zugi and the slum clusters, traffic jams, congestion, crime, poverty, small children begging on traffic lights, people sleeping on footpaths, polluted water and air reveal another phase of development. So these are also seen in the big cities. Jugis Zopari, slum colonies, shanty colonies, then traffic jams, congestion, crimes, poverty in the urban poverty, okay, in the big cities, small children begging on traffic lights, people sleeping on the footpaths of the big cities, then polluted water, polluted air, all these are another phase of development. That means that once she thought that cities are attracting so many people because it provided so many facilities, but later on she found that it is not true totally. And she used to think whether development and underdevelopment coexist. So she started thinking that whether development and underdevelopment coexist, okay, side by side, whether development helps some segment of population more than the others, okay, and does development create haves and have-nots? That means does development create rich and the poor? So let us examine these paradoxes and try to understand the phenomena, okay, in the big cities. So all the paradoxes of our times mentioned in the story, development is the significant one. Development of a few reasons individuals brought about in a short span of time leads to poverty, malnutrition for many, along with large-scale ecological degradation. Okay, that means this is about distribution of the development. Development of a few reasons or development of a few individuals brought about, okay, in a short span of time, within a short period, leads to poverty, then malnutrition of many people, along with large-scale ecological degradation, large-scale environmental degradation, okay, land degradation, air pollution, water pollution, and so on. So apparently, it is believed that development is freedom, which is often associated with modernization, leisure, comfort, and affluence. Okay, so it was thought that it was believed that development is freedom and which often associated with modernization. Then development is associated with leisure, comfort, and affluence. In the present context, computerization, industrialization, okay, efficient transport and a communication network, large education system, advanced and modern medical facilities, safety and the security of individuals are considered as symbols of development. So in the present context means as we discuss here, okay, so, development is often associated with modernization, with this concept, okay, in the context of this statement, computerization, industrialization, efficient transport communication network, large education system, that means big colleges, universities, advanced and the modern medical facilities, safety and security individuals are considered as symbols of development. Every individual, community and a government uh, measures its performance or levels of development in relation to the availability and access to some of these things. But this may be partial and a one-sided view of development. Okay, if we consider say only about computerization, industrialization, efficient transport and communication and so on, for measuring development, so this is partially true and it is a one-sided view of development. And such concept, such view is often called Western or Euro-centric view of development. If we, for the developmental activities, okay, if we consider only about the material development, only about computerization, only about industrialization, efficient transport and communication, education system, if we think only about these, then it is one-sided view of development and is often called Western or Eurocentric view of development. Okay, for a country like India, okay, post-colonial country like India, colonization, marginalization, social discrimination, and regional disparity, etc. So the other phase of development. You have learned in the history classes that okay, India faced this colonization, and so country like India, okay, uh, colonization, then marginalization, then discrimination against the, okay, among the others, among ourselves, then regional disparity means in one place, okay, it is developed, in other states or within a state also some districts are means developed, some districts are not so developed, so we have regional disparities in a country like India. Okay, that means developmental activity is not uniform everywhere in a country like India, where there had been colonization, there had been social discrimination and so on. Okay, thus for India, development is a mixed bag of opportunities as well as neglect and deprivations. In case of India, development is a mixed bag of opportunities as well as neglect and deprivation. Deprivation, you know, can any one of you tell me what do you mean by deprivation? Deprivation, you know, not getting something which is entitled, okay? So we say we may get, okay, we are entitled to get something, to obtain something, but we are not getting it. That is called deprivations. That means in case of India, development actually is a mixed bag of opportunities. Some are getting it, some are not getting it. Rich people are getting it, the opportunities, and poor people are not getting it. This is what I call this mixed bag of opportunities. And there are few areas like metropolitan centers and other developed enclaves, okay, that have all the modern facilities available to small section of its population. When we count the total number of population living in the urban and the rural areas, the number of people living in the urban areas, okay, is less, only 31%. But here in this small section of this region, okay, in these small areas of metropolitan cities and developed enclaves, all the modern facilities are available, okay. And at the other extreme of it, there are large rural areas and slums in the urban areas that do not have basic amenities like potable water, then education and health infrastructure available to majority of the population. You know that, see, I have told you that only 31% of the total population in India, 1.21 billion, okay, is of urban people only, and remaining, okay, are comprised of these rural people. So to such large rural areas and slums in urban areas, they do not get these basic amenities like potable water, drinkable water, education, health infrastructure, good medical care facilities. Okay, so in this way, some section are getting good facilities, and some section are not getting the facilities, the amenities. Okay, so the situation is more alarming if one looks at the distribution of development opportunities among different sections of society. When we look at the distribution of development opportunities among the different sections in the country, it is more alarming. Okay, it is well established fact that majority of the scheduled castes, then scheduled tribes, landless, agricultural laborers, poor farmers, and slum dwellers, etc., are most marginalized. Okay, not getting the opportunities. The smaller section of the society, okay, the downtrodden section of the society, the poor people are not getting the opportunities, marginalized. Okay, and a large segment of female population is the worst sufferer among the all. Okay, and it is also equally true that relative as well as absolute condition of majority of these marginalized sections have worsened with the development happening over the years. So in India, development activities has been there, okay, for the last 50-60 years, but what is going on is that the marginalized sections has been worsened, not developing. Okay, and the rich people are developing. Okay, consequently, vast majority of people are compelled to live under abject poverty and subhuman condition. That means poor. Okay, abject poverty and subhuman condition means the condition, uh, the standard of living is very low. Okay, to a large section of people in India. So all these are about development. Okay, human development in particular in India. So up to here, any question, boys and girls?
No, sir.
Okay, then let us continue. Yet there is yet another interrelated aspect of development that has direct bearings on the deteriorating human conditions. It relates, okay, to the environmental pollution leading to ecological crisis, then air, soil, water, and the noise pollution have not only led to tragedy of commons, but these have also threatened, okay, the existence of our society. See, one interrelated aspect of development that has direct influence on the human beings, okay, is the environmental pollution leading to ecological crisis. That means we have, because of developmental activities, we have air, soil, water, and noise pollution that have not only led to the tragedy of the commons, means tragedy of the poor people, common people, but also these have also threatened the existence of society, the existence of the country, the existence of the arts. Okay, and consequently, the poor in India are being subjected to three interrelated processes of declining capabilities. Okay, the poor people in India are subjected to three interrelated processes of declining capabilities. Mean capabilities of these poor people has been declining. We have learned that the poor section, the poor people, okay, the deprived section of the society are worsened. Okay, whereas the rich are richer day by day. That is the point here. The poor people are declining the capabilities. So what are those three capabilities that are declined? The first one is social capabilities. Okay, due to displacement and the weakening of social ties. This is the first one. Social capabilities. Social capabilities of this section of the people decline due to displacement and the weakening of social ties, means relations. Okay, due to displacement, because of migration. Okay, there may be displacement, and there may be weakening of the relations. You know, in the big cities, the social relationship among the people is not there. Okay, then number two, environmental capabilities due to pollution. You know, environmental capability for the poor section of the society decline due to pollution. Then personal capabilities also decline due to increasing incidence of disease and accidents. Okay, so poor people are not able to get educated, they are not able to get treated. Okay, uh, treated their illness, and because of that personal capabilities decline, and this in turn has adverse effects on the quality of life and the human development. Because of declining capabilities of the poor section of the society, okay, the quality of life and human development is also declined. So this is the point mentioned here. So based on the above experience, and it can be said that present development has not been able to address the issues of social injustice, regional imbalance, and environmental degradation. So based on the story, okay, discussed above, and based on the experiences discussed above, it can be said that the present development has not been able to solve, okay, not able to address the issues of social injustice, no, well, not able to solve the problem of crime, then discrimination, okay, among the people, then regional imbalance, then environmental degradation also, okay, not able to solve. On the contrary, it is being widely considered as the prime cause of social distributive injustices, deterioration in the quality of life, and the human development, ecological crisis, and the social unrest. Okay, the prime cause of social distributive injustices, then deterioration in the quality of life, means decline in the quality of life and human development, then ecological crisis, social unrest. Okay, these are the main causes for the uh, low human development. Okay, low scores in human development. And but see, uh, thus it was thought to take up human development as a separate issue against the prevalent Western views of development, which considers development as the remedy to all the ills, including human development, regional disparities, environmental crisis. We have learned that the developmental activities, okay, done by the government in the last 50-60 years has not been able to solve the problem of social injustice, has not been able to solve the problem of regional imbalances and environmental degradation. Okay, so we have learned that, not able to solve it. But because of that, because of that, to take up human development as a separate issue against the prevalent Western views of development, which considers development as a remedy to all the ills, including human development, regional disparities, and the environmental crisis, okay, uh, should be the prime activity. Okay, and concerted efforts were made to look at the development critically at various times in the past. But the most systematic effort towards this was the publication of the first Human Development Report by the United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, in 1990. So many concerted efforts have been done, okay, to find out, okay, the development in the real sense. But the most systematic effort towards this, means towards the human development, was the publication of the first Human Development Report by the UNDP in 1990. Okay, so in that you'll find that Westerns or Eurocentric theories of development, okay, is not the way to measure the human development, as you find here. Okay, once we thought that this Western-centric view, Euro-centric view of development was considered a good one, was considered a remedy. Okay, that modernization, development of transport and communication, okay, and so on, was thought to be uh, a remedy to solve, okay, to solve these regional disparities, to solve the environmental crisis. Okay, it was thought like that, but it is not so in the real sense. And because of that, so many effort has been done to find the real developmental activities. And the most important one was the publication of Human Development Report by the United Nations Development Program in 1990. And after that, in the box, you will find that the meaning of human development. Of course, all of you have learned what is human development. Again, let us read. This is a very comprehensive, exhaustive definition. Okay, human development is a process of enlarging the range of people's choices, increasing their opportunities for education, healthcare, income, and empowerment, and covering the full range of human choices from a sound physical environment to economic, social, and political freedom. Okay, so in short, human development is a process of enlarging the range of people's choices. Is Human development is the process of enlarging the opportunities. Okay, enlarging the range of people's choices. Choices here means the opportunities. The government must give opportunities, and the people will be free to choose it. Okay, and that means to enlarge the range of people's choices means to enlarge the range of people's choices means to increase the opportunities for education, to increase the opportunities of healthcare, then income, then empowerment of the people, then covering the full range of human choices from a sound physical environment, clean environment, okay, to economic, social, and political freedom. There should be economic freedom. Everybody must be accessible to the resources. There must be social freedom. There should not be discrimination among ourselves. There should be political freedom. Okay, we must be free to express the public opinion. Only after that there will be human development. Okay, so any question regarding the meaning of human development?
No, sir.
Okay, then about the Human Development Report, we also have discussed earlier. Okay, according to Human Development Report 1993, progressive democratization and increasing empowerment of people are seen as minimum condition for human development. This is according to ISDR 1993. Progressive democratization and increasing empowerment of people are seen as the minimum condition for the human development. Democratization should be there means all the imbalances, all the discrimination should be minimized, and the people should be empowered. So these are the minimum conditions to fulfill the human development. Moreover, it also mentions that development must be woven around people and not the people around development, was the okay case previously. Actually, see, development must be woven around the people, means development must be people centered. Okay, it must be people centered, not the materialistic development. That is the main point here. And after this, we have this human development in India. Okay, so here you will find some information. India, with a population of over 1.20 billion, is ranked 130 among 189 countries of the world in terms of human development index. Okay, India's rank in the year 2018. Okay, this is for the 2018. So rank is again sometime increase decrease according to the year. So this is for 2018 report, and India ranked 130 among 189 countries of the world in terms of HDI, with the composite index. Okay, composite HDI value of decimal 640. India finds herself grouped with countries showing medium human development. Last time we have learned that countries of the world can be categorized into four divisions, like very high, then high, medium, low, like that. Okay, then India belongs to medium level human development according to the score earned by India. And as here table number 3.1 shows human development index of the selected countries. And as we learned earlier, Norway, okay, rank 1 with a value of decimal 953. Then comes Germany, USA, UK. Okay, Sri Lanka is here. Sri Lanka is scoring higher than India. See, decimal 770, rank is 76. A very small country as compared to India. And next we have China. Rank is 86, and India is here. Okay, 640.640, rank is 30. We have Indonesia also here, rank 116. Okay, so this is according to UNDP Human Development Report 2018. Then actually low scores in human development is a matter of serious concern, but some reservations have been expressed about the approach as well as indicators selected to calculate the index values and ranking of the states and the countries. You must know that low scores of HDI is a matter of serious concern. Okay. So we also have learned that why some countries are scoring low HDI, why some countries are scoring high HDI, while the others are scoring medium. Reasons are there, factors are there. But for the case of India, okay, we have three factors affecting the scores of HDI. Those are historical factors, socio-cultural factors, and political factors. Okay, what are the historical factors? Like colonization, imperialism, new imperialism. Okay, these are historical factors. We know that India had been colonized by the European people, and because of that, development activities uh, were poor, okay, were lesser than the present day. Then socio-cultural factors like human rights violation, then social discrimination, on the basis of race, religion, gender, caste, then social problems like crime, terrorism, war. So these are the socio-cultural factors. And political factors like the nature of the state. Okay, what type of government is there? Democracy or dictatorship? Okay, or any other form, totalitarian, for example. Then level of empowerment are some of the factors. Okay, that very crucial in determining the nature of human development. Okay, so why India has been scoring low HDI? We have three factors: historical factors like colonization, then socio-cultural factors like human rights violation, then discrimination in the society, We have crimes, okay, anywhere in India, political factors also there. And because all these factors, the scores of ISDI in India is low or medium, as we discussed earlier. Okay, and so for India also, using indicators selected by the UNDP, the Planning Commission of India also prepared the Human Development Report for India. Okay, so what are the three key areas used by the UNDP to calculate, to measure the ISDI? Do you remember? What are the three key areas? Okay, used to measure, used to calculate the Human Development Index for different countries of the world. Do you remember what are those three key areas? Yes, can you tell me? See, those three areas, key areas, okay, let me remind you: health, education, then access to resources. Okay, so these are the three key areas uh, used by the UNDP to calculate the human development index for different countries of the world. Likewise, Planning Commission of India, okay, has also been using those three indicators, those three key areas to find out the human development indexes for different states of India. Okay, so for today only up to here, and tomorrow we shall discuss about the indicators uh, in addition to these key areas used by the UNDP. We shall discuss tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you